Alright, so welcome to part 2 of this video. Yeah, and I'm just gonna cut straight to it. Okay, now we're getting to the unique and innovative choreography. Let's see. You can stop me loving myself. Okay, so who doesn't love this choreography? I remember, I'm in Army, so I remember they talked about how there's African influences in this, and you can see that. They're also hip hop style dancers most of the time when they're doing their dances. So African dance and African American dance. How do I even get into this without going into a whole long discussion about this? Basically, you have black or brown dancers to thank for a lot of the dance styles you see today, a lot of the popularized dance styles you see today. There are very few exceptions to that. And you see they normally do hip-hop style dance, but that is a style that was influenced by African, I wouldn't necessarily say African roots, but the lives of black bodies in America, obviously, is the creation of hip-hop music and hip-hop dance. But they also went another step in taking African influences and speaking openly about it. Hopefully I remember to cut that cough out. If I didn't, I'm sorry. But not only is it cool that BTS is taking influence from a culture that you don't really see direct influences from in K-pop dance, the African influence dance, but also them speaking so openly about it, because there is a lot of I don't want to call it appropriation in K-pop, but there's a lot of influence of black and brown bodies in K-pop that goes unacknowledged, and I really thank BTS for coming out and talking about the influences that really not many people have openly spoken about. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, they talk about this. This jump, though, is the most overdone element in K-pop right now. So I talked about this in one of my videos. There's a lot of this jump, but it's actually a move in traditional Korean dance. But it's also a move in jazz dance, which is also derived from African Americans. So African Americans or black people. So I learned it in my jazz classes as a barrel jump, like you're literally jumping over a barrel, but it's also a move in traditional Korean dance. So I know there's that Korean influence in Idol as well. So they probably took it from there, not from jazz. Sorry I spent so long talking about Idol, but it's just important to talk about. Hey! It's also just a fun dance. Yeah, I can get behind that. I can get behind the floor slide. I personally wouldn't put that in a dance where you're also singing. But you know, Blackpink choreographer, go off. Something you don't see. Oh, influenced by the Hakka. That's interesting. So, if people aren't... Really? They went that far with it. I wonder... I wonder why they did that. Like, was someone who worked with them... for people who don't know, I'm not super educated on the haka, but I know it's a traditional dance done by indigenous Australian or people of the Polynesian Islands, like that area of the world. and it's to it's a traditional dance, and they vocalize, and they get percussive with their bodies, and um, it's a very powerful, meaningful thing. It's done to honor people. It's done to honor deaths. That's what I've seen it as. I'm not sure if it's a celebration also, but that's very, very cool that Stray Kids incorporated that into their choreography. I've never seen it choreographed into a dance before, like a commercial or concert dance. That's really cool. But like I said, I wonder why. Like, I wonder why the influences was there, besides just that it looked cool. Yeah, that's okay. Yes, microwaves. I reacted to this. I love the line change, and I love the microwaves. Oh, yes. I love this. The titties. There's like nothing you can even say about that besides that it's just like cool. Like having that isolation control in your chest, and just like blah, 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 like the vibration. That's so cool. Yes, indeed, Rip Priston. That's a lot of members too. We're getting a full minute of Priston. Oh god, I better copyright. I better keep pausing and talking about something. Oh, that is cool. That is cool. Like emulating a celebrity, and like the fans like reaching through the bodyguards or the rope. Again, creating an image is really cool. I have never seen a group spend this much time on the floor during the choreography. That's just a really interesting choice made by the choreographer. There's a lot of members of them too. Dear God, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Huh. Oh, what happened? Oh my God, they're jumping around a lot too. Ah. Oh my God. Okay, so they were jumping around a lot. That's I think that was the chorus. If they do that every chorus, it's gonna get tiring real quick, and you start breathing heavy, you can't sing as well. But they have a lot of members to cover the line distribution, so I guess that makes sense. Yeah, I'm using everybody twice, and what are you gonna do about it? The intro is cool though. That's cool. That was cool. Just picking them up and well, toss. I'm ready. I know this intro. I've never listened to this song. I've never even listened to BOA in general, but I'm ready. She's gonna walk upside down. She's holding onto her. I'm. Literally, there was absolutely no reason to pop off like that. Like, so the way that's being done, from what I can see, she's literally upside down, and she's got her elbows probably locked, because it would get painful to not have your elbows locked, even though hyperextension in your joints is not a good thing to do repeatedly, but it would hurt if she was pulling down muscularly. So she probably had her elbows locked on those guys' shoulders, and you saw they were holding onto her hands so she didn't slip, and the guys behind her were probably holding her straight up so that she wouldn't lean forward or wouldn't lean back. Oh my God. Yes, I've seen this. So you saw I'm not super educated in hip hop style, but they were doing a lot of what I would call isolations. But they were popping and locking, I think it is. If you're not trained in popping and you're not really good at it, this would be really difficult. And like I said with Priston, you don't see groups get choreographed to sit on the floor for that long. Oh, wait, that's cute. That's like that game you used to play where you make the tunnel out of them. Looky, looky. Looky, looky. Looky, looky. Looky, looky. Muchy, muchy. I don't know if those were the actual words. I, as much as I love Red Velvet, I would kind of have to disagree by calling that innovative or unique choreography, because you were seeing like Girls' Generation doing that vibe of choreography with like I Got a Boy, like very much before Red Velvet. But Rookie is infamously, like, Red Velvet has talked about how it's one of their hardest choreographies, and it is very, I don't even know if I would call it that different from what Red Velvet was doing at that time, because they were doing like Dum Dum, that sort of isolated movements they were doing. But yeah, that's just, doesn't matter. Oh, that's cool. It's like a heartbeat on the floor. NCT Dream has come so far from doing chewing gum. Yeah. That's cool. You need a specific kind of floor to be able to do that. Yeah, you see how they're doing it on a specific, like, that gym floor, that shiny gym floor? Like, if oh, they're not really doing it on that, like, basketball court gym floor. They're doing that kind of on, like, that slippery, nice wood floor. But if you were to do this on a dance floor, which is called Marley, where it's meant to be a little tacky so you can, like, do turns without falling flat on your face, this probably wouldn't go as well, especially in shoes. It just kind of depends what shoes you're wearing, what costume. Whoa, I just completely skipped over that, like, grind on the floor thing. They, like, jumped into that. How'd they even do that? Oh, okay. So they jumped and, like, landed on their foot. And, like, did oh god, it's in yoga. Chaturanga. They, like, chaturanga down. And they pull. Oh, Lucifer. They're right with the tutting. I'm not super good at, I had 2 years of hip hop training when I was like 10 and 11 years old. Tutting, hard. Everything in hip hop, super hard. Go off, shiny. There was a little tiny piece of, at the time they showed me, there was a little piece of text there. I want to catch what it says. Shiny paved the way. Yay! You know, I have a place for Dreamcatcher in my heart. You already know. And they're gonna have, Dami's gonna come out and her baton's gonna come down. Anytime a prop is being used, I'm into it. I'm already invested. I wouldn't call the handkerchief innovative or unique, because I think, oh god, was it Miss A doing it? Miss A or AOA, or there was a second gen group that had something must be something, whatever group that was. They had the feather or the handkerchief thing. I'm assuming that was before Dreamcatcher, considering Dreamcatcher's 3rd gen. That's cool that they like choke themselves with it though. My boys Astro, they're back again. Yeah, the odd-eyed set in the corner what I guess I was gonna say, like the moves themselves aren't super like unique or anything, but the frequency of changing patterns, yeah. Yes, how exhausting it must be to jump around a lot. That's why I've started to mention in my reactions that I sometimes think that maybe they are not groups are not singing as live as they want us to believe, because if they're doing these super exhausting choreographies, you're putting, you know, it's an aerobic activity, you're gonna be breathing heavily, so your breath support's not gonna be as great for when you're singing, especially by the end of the song, but also just like jumping around and like moving, your voice becomes unstable like when you actually move the parts of the body that like make your make you move. So like if you jump in the air and land pretty hard, you're gonna feel an instability in your voice. Like just try it talking and then imagine it singing. I'm sorry, I'm bad, I'm just the way I am. I know it's coming. This choreography shook everyone. But I'm not even like I do not like I don't dislike, but I'm not a stan of Luna. Oh my god, I keep talking about Luna. They're just in my brain today. Um I'm not a like stan of ITZY's concept or their songs. They're not really my taste, but like these their choreography is always on point. Yeah. Oh, wait, that's awesome. The sign language for thank you. Is it ASL or is it in a different language? 17 has a large number of members, so they're able to make these huge images and shapes on stage that smaller groups cannot. And that's why they take up so much space, and it's just cool to see how much space they can take up and what they can do. Oh, yes, a ripple. Ding. That's cool that it was a wave. Oh my god, look at them spread out. Like just taking up space is something so powerful. Like being able to take up room on stage, like that's something that's super cool. Okay, so I finished the video. I wasn't gonna talk about the like honorable mentions or anything, or the last little bit of the video because it wasn't really part of like the main video. So yeah. Okay, so I hope you guys liked part 2 of this video. I'm sorry this was a really long one that I had to split up, but I hope you guys really enjoyed it. And what do you think about the video and what I said about the video? Please leave your comments down below and we can have a nice, kind, and nice discussion in the comments. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!